no matter what happens, I just ask for the grace to be able to deal with it.
A gut full of the whole industry. I mean, it's a very strange place, Hollywood. But it's an odd place.
I started a foundation called Thorn. We're building digital tools to fight human trafficking. So
Mel Gibson is known for his outspoken remarks about various aspects of Hollywood. Recently, he appears to have commented on Ashton Kutcher, who has been in the spotlight due to a recent controversy. Clearly, Gibson has always been unrestrained in sharing his opinions, even addressing Kutcher directly. The online community is buzzing with rumors that Gibson might be prepared to unveil some unsettling information about Ashton, suggesting the possibility of Kutcher being involved in something questionable. To understand Mel Gibson's potential feelings regarding Kutcher's alleged actions, it's helpful to examine some of Gibson's own experiences. Curious to learn more about this trending topic? Stay tuned to hear more. But of course, before I say anything else, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this.
happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion.
Joe.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
Really? Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude little boy.
He began to try to get more physical in other ways. This culminated in her running away from him and, in her words, him chasing her around a room.
Gibson has notably engaged in projects that address issues within Hollywood and beyond. He was associated with the film Sound of Freedom, which has achieved significant success, grossing over $150 million at the box office and maintaining its impressive performance. Despite facing challenges from certain sections of the entertainment industry and some media outlets, the film not only covered its production costs, but also generated an impressive tenfold return on investment. This accomplishment solidifies its position as one of the most remarkable successes in cinematic history. Gibson passionately encouraged people to watch the film to address and combat child exploitation. In support of this message, Sean Wolfington shared a video of Mel Gibson on Instagram. In the video, Gibson highlighted one of the most serious issues affecting our society today, particularly concerning the exploitation of children. He stressed the importance of our future being tied to our children and urged viewers to take action, stating that the first step in addressing this problem is raising awareness by watching Sound of Freedom.
Step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
Next topic, Sound of Freedom. Have you seen the movie yet?
So a lot of people have asked me this.
Yeah.
As a new mom, I don't think I can emotionally handle it just because of the subject matter. And I cry during Pixar movies. I'd be a total mess.
Considering this insight into Gibson's perspective, it's reasonable to assume his strong disapproval of anyone who may be shielding abusers and manipulating victims, allegations that Ashton Kutcher is currently facing. In addition to his involvement in this film, there are hints that Gibson is preparing to release an eye-opening 4-part documentary series aimed at exposing a hidden realm of global atrocities. According to Newsweek, this revealing exposé is expected to uncover an industry with an astonishing annual turnover of $34 billion, a figure so vast that it surpasses the yearly profits of the entire airline sector. Tim Ballard from Operation Underground has been described as a central figure in Gibson's film. As a prominent figure in the worldwide fight against child exploitation, he has discussed Gibson's involvement in the project. The movie is reportedly based on the real-life experiences of Tim. The narrative of this thought-provoking film unveils the journey of Tim Ballard, a former CIA operative who later joined the Nassau Department of Homeland Security. He dedicated several years to targeting individuals involved in illicit activities, but despite his unwavering commitment, rescuing the children remained a challenging task. Angel Studios, which holds the movie's licensing rights, states that the film's goal is to bring to light the global initiative to eradicate such heinous acts by ensuring the movie reaches audiences worldwide. However, some enthusiasts speculate that it was Tim himself who approached Mel Gibson, urging him to produce a film that portrays the harsh reality that surrounds us and the individuals involved. What was the motivation behind the creation of this film? Especially when we take into account the claims that Hollywood has attempted to downplay this movie, which is quite surprising. According to the storyline, Gibson believes that Ashton is the mastermind behind these efforts. It's worth contemplating that there may be some credibility to it, given Ashton's recent unusual behavior. The impact of the letter extended beyond its inability to sway the judges. It also failed to strike a chord with the broader audience. This outcome has given rise to fresh rumors speculating that Ashton might be acting as a guardian for influential figures in Hollywood.
I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man.
In an interview, Sharon Osbourne voiced her concurrence with this notion, exclaiming, "Whoa, whoa, yeah." This statement resonates with the way the public perceives Ashton. He has on occasion expressed support for some of Hollywood's most contentious figures, a stance that many believe aligns him with those who wield substantial influence and power in the industry. These perceptions have further fueled the ongoing discussions surrounding his involvement and motivations in such matters. To understand the extent of his involvement, consider the case of Harvey Weinstein. This case underscores the issue, as Weinstein's actions remained hidden for years. It was only when the truth came to light that the depth of power dynamics and institutional complicity in enabling such behavior became evident to many. Even in the face of these allegations, Harvey Weinstein maintained his leadership of his production companies, consistently delivering successful films and earning accolades such as Oscars. Within the industry, Weinstein was widely respected as a prominent figure. However, there were emerging artists whom he deceived and subsequently silenced, suppressing their voices and opportunities. His far-reaching influence permitted his predatory behavior to persist unchecked for an extended duration, casting a shadow over the industry's integrity. Indeed, according to some insiders, prominent figures in the industry were already aware of Harvey's wrongdoing. Ashton's open support for Danny Masterson drew significant attention, causing both the public and the media to raise questions about his position. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were among over 50 individuals who wrote letters to the judge during Danny Masterson's trial, expressing their support for the actor before his sentencing. According to court records, Kutcher and Kunis, a married couple with 2 young children, previously worked alongside Masterson on the Fox sitcom, which aired for 8 seasons and consisted of 200 episodes from 1998 to 2006. Kutcher and Masterson also collaborated on Netflix's The Ranch. However, following allegations in 2017, Masterson was removed from the show during its 3rd season.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
Before Masterson's sentencing, his victims delivered compelling testimonies in court, portraying the 47-year-old as a predatory individual. Following the verdict, one of Masterson's attorneys asserted his innocence and highlighted that the legal proceedings were not yet concluded. He expressed optimism that these convictions could be overturned by their appellate team. During that time frame, Mila and Ashton publicly expressed their support for Masterson, who would ultimately be sentenced to 30 years to life in prison for alleged assaults. In a letter submitted to the court before the sentencing phase, Kunis and Kutcher provided a markedly different depiction of the troubled actor. This depiction stood in stark contrast to the image of a relentless predator painted by his victims. These victims alleged that he had forcefully introduced the women to substance use and committed profoundly disturbing acts against them. In his letter, Kutcher mentioned, "While I acknowledge the guilty verdict on 2 counts involving force, and I understand the strong desire for justice from the victims, I hope my testimony about his character is taken into consideration during sentencing. I don't see him as an ongoing threat to society, and the idea of his daughter growing up without her father present seems like an additional injustice." These letters came to light a day after Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo delivered Masterson's sentence. Unless it is overturned on appeal, this verdict essentially means that Masterson will not be eligible for parole until his later years.
More backlash today for Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis after their video explaining why they wrote letters of support for convicted rapist Danny Masterson. The actors were criticized for calling their former co-star a role model, among other things, and the consensus is that video didn't help.
However, Kutcher's supporters faced significant criticism. One individual commented, "It's shocking. Maybe they didn't truly know him. If not, they're complicit." Another remarked, "How could they be certain before the conviction? If your friend was accused, wouldn't you wait for the truth?" Presently, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are confronted with an unforeseen circumstance. Despite their previously impeccable reputation, they are offering apologies. Both their written letters and the subsequent apology video emit an air of assurance, albeit one that leaves a disquieting impression. Moreover, Kunis firmly asserts their commitment to standing with victims, underlining their historical actions as proof of their unwavering support. While providing character references for a friend in the hopes of influencing a sentence is not uncommon in legal contexts, it doesn't necessarily align with the sentiment of supporting victims. Kunis's assertion that the letters were not meant to challenge the jury's decision sharply contrasts with the content of both letters, which consistently and emphatically emphasized Masterson's stance against substance use. The video provides a unique peek into the world of modern celebrities. In the footage, both stars are seen in casual attire, with Kutcher noticeably unshaven, and they don wrinkled t-shirts. While one might assume the aim was to offer an authentic glimpse into the lives of Ashton and Mila, it falls short of that mark. Instead, it seems like a self-aware performance, evoking the sense that they might have been compelled to create a forced confession under pressure. In light of these events, Mel Gibson's suspicions may indeed hold some merit. It appears that Ashton and his wife have managed public perception throughout their successful careers, crafting a potentially deceptive image to serve their own agendas. That's all for today. If you want to keep yourself updated on the latest binge-worthy celebrity gossip, click that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this.